red 12. 12A, we call it. Back in the day, we didn't do that with just 12, but we come back from California. This car was an experiment in short wheelbase. It didn't work. We had to build another car right away, so it was still 12 because my contracts were all a year in advance, and it would be Don Garlits agrees to appear with Swamp Red 12 in such and such a place, so you couldn't change the cars because if you had any trouble, the guy said, well, you didn't bring the right car. So it stayed 12. So we're back now for the museum safe, we call this A and the other one B. The kids, I sold it to some kids, they put a Chevrolet engine in it, they wrecked it in 76, brought it to me to be repaired, but in the meantime I formed the museum and I'm trying to retrieve all the cars that I'd actually driven. So I gave them $500 credit and built them a new chassis going in $450. So they got a nice new car and I got my car back. It laid around the shop for years and years. In 1987 we decided to restore it. We're getting ready to make a movie and we were going to need it. So fixed the chassis, got it all ready to go, but the movie didn't happen, so it got put back up. In 2007, I got a call from Chrysler. I've been with Chrysler since 1961. I didn't retire until a couple of years ago. I'm one of the oldest living people that Chrysler worked for, in my high 80s. They called me, they said, we want you to take a stage 3 Chrysler engine and build a top fuel motor out of it. Let's see what it'll do. So they sent me 3 engines. We had to make the intake manifold, all the drive, everything's all homemade here. They told me, they said, we'd really like to make a television commercial with that motor. You got anything we can do that with? I said, I got just the car. We stuffed the engine in Swamp Red 12A, took it out to Sarasota to the drag strip, made about 30 half passes. The engine just performed flawlessly. It makes about 3,000 horsepower on NitroMethane with a small blower and everything. This is the kind of tune-up on the cars in the 60s, not the modern stuff with the great big blowers and all that things. And small fuel pumps only got like 17-gallon fuel pumps on it. But I noticed making that commercial, the beautiful flames stand up out of the exhaust pipe in broad daylight. I said, this is just what I need for a cackle car. So when that was over, I started taking to the cackle fest, and I've been doing it ever since. I have a lot of fun. That was 2007, I guess. That's about 15 years, 16, something like that. So it makes about 1,000 horsepower on the gasoline. We have a gasoline primer. We fill this up with gas, and it sucks through this little pipe. It can't rev it. It's just for the idle getting the warm up. We've got 92% nitromethane, and you can't put 92% nitromethane into an engine that's cold. It'll backfire. So you have to have some temperature. The gasoline brings the temperature up. When the little sight glass shows that it's running out, I very gently turn it over to nitro. And you can see the transition. It takes about 3,000 horsepower on nitro and about 1,000 on gas. And you won't need a dyno to be able to tell that. It's awesome. So, getting pretty close to the floor, honey.
Well, you figure he went to the rear end of my
2 cents a gallon.
Very good.